Hello everyone, welcome to round 16 of the Flocking Geese's My Team career mode here on F1 2023, and you join us at Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix. Practiced and qualified P10 during the wet weather, during the rain. We had to go on to the full wet, it was that bad. But however, we have picked up penalties because we've had to go for a new gearbox, as you could see. So we are going to be starting further back, about 5 places, because this was the state of the gearbox after Monza. So yeah, let's not talk about Monza. Monza was a mistake. But anyway, let's get on with Singapore, shall we? 31 laps for the 50% session, which is going to be fun, not. So let's get in there.
The spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, something of an endurance race ahead with the notorious sauna-like temperatures for the drivers. It makes it a very physical contest out there. Welcome back to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, edging out Max Verstappen, who will start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Albon, Zhou, De Vries, Russell, Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Goose, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Ocon, Gasly, Williams, Tsunoda, Sargent, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Goose. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Right then, the Singapore Grand Prix. Let's get underway. We're not as seriously affected by the penalties as I thought we were, and we're off. Let's see. The Goose tries to go around the inside there, but the Ferrari in front of him is blocking him. There must be some contact between the Goose. Full wide through the first corner. Jesus! Only 2 people get out and they're alive. It's the Mercedes that's next to the Goose. My God! What a way to start Singapore, and it's George Russell, coincidentally. Look at him go. Side by side, fighting for George Russell for P9, and we get away. However, I think George Russell might have something to say about that, but it doesn't matter because we're going into this corner. Oh, too wide, and we've damaged the wing already. George Russell gets ahead, but now we've got other problems. We've got McLaren, and we're all, side by side with Nick De Vries through that corner. I don't want to see that again. That's why you're looking at the driver's camera. Intense stuff. This is like a Monza repeat almost. Well, I say Monza repeat. We would have had the red flag by now. But no, I hate that corner. That chicane should just not exist. Just be a straight line. I hate this track. It's a challenging track. All street circuits are really. City street tracks are quite challenging for me as a driver. As someone who plays this game, it's definitely the most challenging type of race. I mean, most people like them. Like street circuits, because it's in the city, you get to do the Tokyo street racing. Mate, you do this in a Formula 1 car, it's a completely different animal altogether. And here we go, Sergio Perez now on lap 2. It was the fastest lap of the race so far. We go too wide.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Mark reminding us that we're in the top 10. I'm glad to hear they tell us these things. Shall we take the professor and plug him into the hyperdrive? Meanwhile, Nick de Vries in P11. What is going on here? Jesus, why is he not like this in real life? Oh wait, because Ricardo's replaced him.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake.
And moving on now. Norris P12, Bottas P8, Russell P9. Yeah, we weren't the only one to take penalties. Williams is not last. He's literally in front of a lot of people here. I see Alpine, I see an Aston Martin, I see a Williams, another AlphaTauri. God, Williams is doing well for once. At a street track. Get in! Go on! That's it, Williams. Callum Williams. Our teammate. Well, he's got till the end of this season, wow, Vegas, to make a good of himself before his contract renewal. Anyway, we're going into this turn now. We cut that corner, as the FIA said, hello, we've had a look at that and we don't like it. Obviously not in there yet. There we go, now they've done it. We're 2.5 seconds behind, almost, well, 3 seconds now behind George Russell. And the wing is not making it easy at all. I hate this section as well. Can't it just be like a long fast bit? Now it is rumoured King Alonso takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix from was it Perez or Sainz? I forget now. But anyway, De Vries.
Okay, we think the underbody's incurred.
Nick de Vries is not finished from Azerbaijan and Hungary, and there's carnage everywhere. We've lost the front wing altogether, and Norris. We've been pitted by Norris and he's put it off the track. Jesus Christ! Norris! That's twice in a row now. So we crash into the back of Norris. Norris doesn't like that, so he just, look at it, he just pits us. Karma. Norris rightfully does that to the Goose. Unfortunately, he's pissed off the Goose. Yes, ERS with no wing. Clever move, clever move, clever move. Oh God.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Oh, we've got to stop this lap, haven't we? I'm not. And De Vries. Slight underbody damage. It is the lime colour, so that's mild. Light damage, but still. On a track like this, that's just it's a recipe for disaster. And we have no wing as well. Literally, the entire wing came off, all of it, as you saw in that replay. This bit should just be a straight track. It shouldn't just be this tight corner, because that's just evil. I don't like this track. It's really technical, and it requires a lot of concentration. And as someone with Asperger's, I find it difficult with concentration. Seriously. And the AI is set to 65 for Christ's sake, so what chance do I have against professional racers in the future on online multiplayer? None. And this bit should just be a straight section altogether. You shouldn't go underneath the grandstands here and behind them. You should just go straight in instead of doing this stupid couple of S-turns, and we hit the wall. How has the tyre not come off? But it doesn't matter now because we're going into the pit lane. A really hard pit lane to get into, actually.
The underbody's taken a little damage. Just watch out.
You said that at the beginning of the last lap. You Captain Obvious, literally the engineer Mark, the Omachow of F1 2023. Jesus. Getting the wing on now, and we're on the hard tyres. Hey! Lando Norris has also pitted, however he's got out in front of us, and you can just see him there. And I hate to bring this to you, but that's pretty much out. Nothing really happened after this. So we shall fast forward a bit. lap 6. Norris gets the fastest lap, and Oscar Piastri is out of the session. A virtual safety car.
Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Well, that's interesting. Our first safety car, or virtual safety car of the season, and we're on board now with McLaren's Golden Boy, Aussie Boy Pastry. And that's the Mercedes engine, showing how reliable it is. Someone's lost a bit of their end plate there. Is that the McLaren's engine? No, wing or no? Someone has lost a wing. Alex Albon has pitted. I'm suspecting that's that part of the missing wing is from Albon, the Williams driver. Not our teammate, Williams. Alex Albon from Williams Racing. Yeah, I mean, okay, we're getting there. But no, that's the former Flocking Geese teammate and traitor to the Flocking Geese. McLaren's Golden Boy, Aussie Boy Pastry, out of the race. All we need to do now is assassinate Lando Norris for his instant earlier. If we get the chance to do it. But no, lap 6 now, the start of lap 7, and to be honest,
Virtual safety car is ending.
nothing
Maintain
happened.
your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the green.
Nothing really happened after that. I mean, the virtual safety car ended. We're 18 seconds behind Lando Norris, who still has the fastest lap. Fair play to him. So you join us at lap 9, and this is where the safety car came out.
Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive
George
to avoid a
Russell
penalty.
has a
Slow down,
5-second
maintain
penalty
positive delta.
for some bizarre reason. I wonder what's happened here. So this is Russell from the helicopter now. You can see him there, the black Mercedes. And he spun. One Ferrari goes round him. Oh! Head-on collision! How's the other driver not got Alfa Romeo, sorry, that's an Alfa Romeo has just gone into, has lost Russell is front wing, and after 2 laps from lap 9 we eventually catch up with the safety car at lap 11. Excuse me, hiccups. Yes, it took us 2 laps to catch up with the safety car. I will say no more. Yeah, what I thought about doing this from pretty much every future race now. If there's a part of the race where nothing happens, like no action, it's just the Goose driving around the track, then I'll just cut it out. It'll make the video shorter and more entertaining, because you know I'm cutting out all the boring parts basically and keeping all the interesting parts in. Even if it's just someone losing a bit of even if a pit stop, or wing being lost, or the fastest lap being set, or obviously safety cars, collisions, assassinations, red flags, yellow flags, a whole lot. That'll be in penalties. But yeah, just to make it more interesting. I don't know what people would think about that. Would you like that, or would you just want the full race, even with the long boring parts in? Let me know in the comments. That is an impressive safety car, the Aston Martin. Here on now, this is coming up to the end of lap 12. Sergio Perez P1 with Nick de Vries in P2. What is going on with this AlphaTauri? Verstappen's P, whatever the hell it is, I don't care. But Perez, the actual proper Red Bull driver, is in front of the leading the race.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car
Don't
in
do
this
it, Goose.
lap. Let's
Stay
make sure
behind
those tyres are up to
Sargent.
temperature. Remember, there's
Our
no
teammate is
overtaking
in
until the
P12. You
timing
can just
line.
see him there.
Stay in position until the green
In
flags.
front of Hulkenberg, the Haas driver. Making a Haas of things. But no, yeah, it's an interesting race so far. We've had a virtual safety car, an actual safety car, and one retirement and one donut. And one attempt of an assassination from Lando Norris against the Goose. Here we go now into the start of lap 13 here, with 18 laps to go. There's 31 laps at this 50% session of Singapore. Russell's behind us. Hamilton is behind. Oh, both Mercedes are behind us. Interesting. What? Hamilton must have pitted for new tyres. Here we go now. Russell, see if we go around the inside, and he does.
Okay, we've lost a position.
Oh my God! The Goose is trying to assassinate George Russell. We lost a bit of the wing, and it's a wall. Oh, we've lost the wing, and we crashed.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let's
Russell
go,
hits
okay.
and run. He's gone, and that's the race over for us. Oh dear. Yeah, that's Mark. He's just gonna let the Goose go and cool off, and we'll see you there.
They've endured the harsh conditions here in Singapore then to pull off a spectacular victory. Natalie, fill us in. What was it that helped the team achieve their success today?
Quite simply, a driver is nothing without the team behind him. So, a deserved winner, but we do have to give a shout out to the team in the pit lane and back at the factory. Very much a collaborative process.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. It's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. So let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Let's focus on driver of the day, Natalie Pinkham. Come on, who do you pick?
Well, you can't fault anything that Sergio Perez did out on track today. He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, that wasn't exactly the best race we've had. That is our third DNF, alongside Logan Sargent and Piastri. Williams didn't do well either. He needs to start improving if he is to stay with the team. Driver of the day is either Carlos Sainz or Magnussen or Ocon. Apart from that though, yeah. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other channel, and we will see you in round 17 for the Japanese Grand Prix at the Suzuka circuit. Bye for now.